Okay, let me give you a quick recap of what we have done in the last training. First of all, we have done about ICA. What is ICA?
Yeah.
Okay, all about ICA. Remember that we have,
Yes, yes.
yes, so ICA is a place where we give vocational training, and along with it, we give you 100%, we give the students 100% job guarantee. So it is
Yeah.
typically where the students come and learn about the technical skills on Tally, SAP, GST, and all those things, right? So
Right.
over here, along with this, we train them in the soft skills. So that is our PDP classes, so that as we are giving them 100% job guarantee. Okay. So it is not that you are having the technical knowledge. Okay. So having the technical knowledge is not everything. You have to also deliver it during the time of
Yeah.
interview, right?
Interview.
Yes. Maybe you have, got through the interview, but after that you have to sustain in your job, in your workplace. So what should be your body language? What should be your attitude? How do you, set your goals? How do you, achieve your targets? How do you manage the time? So everything comes in a process, right? So everything is taught in this PGP classes. So that means ICA is a full package where you are getting your vocational training, you're learning all your technicalities, okay? That is practical learning you are getting. Along with it, you are developing your interview skills, your communication skills, your body language, everything that is included in soft skills, so that you can get through your interview and later on you can sustain in your job also, right? Along with it, they are giving you a ATC card, that is all time, anytime job card.
Yeah.
So this is all about ICA, and this is founded by whom? The founder of the ICA is Narendra
SK.
Sham Sukha. Yes, NKSO. Okay, Narendra Sham Sukha. So he himself is a CA, and what he realized that, when he opened his organization, that most of the employees who are coming here after, doing their graduation in commerce or anything, they have good theoretical knowledge. They have rich theoretical knowledge, but somehow they are lacking in the practical knowledge. When you're
Yeah.
working in office, for example, today you will be working in IT. So
Yeah.
maybe you have good knowledge about soft skill, but you don't know how to deliver it. Then obviously you will
Okay.
not be able to teach, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
civil,
Right.
the practical knowledge is very important for the students, okay, to have, so
Okay.
that they can go and, deliver at the time of interview. They can, along with the technical knowledge, technical knowledge, this non-technical knowledge is also important, right? So this theoretical knowledge doesn't help you. You should have that practical knowledge. So what he understood, like, okay, the employees are coming here, he is paying for them, and along with it, he has to train them also. And
Yeah.
after gaining the training, all the skills, what they are doing, they are going out and looking for a job with higher salary. So he was at loss. So he understood where the need is, where the nation is facing the problem. The young generation is facing the problem because they don't have any practical knowledge. So therefore, he came up with this idea that let me open an institution where I can offer the practical training to the students. Along with it, they will not be, okay, I have given you the course, I have given you all the knowledge, now you go. He didn't stop there. He started with, soft skills also, that, okay, after gaining the practical knowledge, what comes? Your interview skills, your sustainability in the workplace. I will also look after that. So he did that, and along with it, he is giving you 100% job guarantee that hardly any institution in India gives it. Okay, so all this,
Basically, institutions in India were giving only placement assistance, but our institute gives job guarantee.
yes, job guarantee. Okay, there is a much difference between giving assistance and guarantee, but here we are
Yeah.
taking the guarantee because we have a separate placement team here who is sitting,
Yeah.
who is giving placements to the students in different organization and companies, right? So this
Right.
all how he started and whole ICA had, taken a shape. So now we have, I think, more than 2 lakh students have passed out from ICA and working in different places. More students are going to come. More students are doing it right now at present. Right. So this is all in basic a short recap of ICA and the founder of the ICA. Now coming to your part. So you will be dealing with what? You will be dealing with business communication. That what we call in other terms, that is soft skills. So soft skill is all about how do you communicate with others. Okay. So it
Yeah.
is whether your eye contact, it's whether your verbal communication or your non-verbal communication or your gestures, everything is your soft skill. How do you manage your timing? How do you set your goals? How do you achieve them? How do you maintain your team? How to maintain your leadership quality? Everything comes under soft skills.
Soft skill.
Students may be good with their knowledge. Student may be good in their course. They are scoring 90%. Then why all the students, just imagine the students who used to be with us in our school time, our schoolmates, those who used to rank at that time in classes, are they all in a very good position than us? If you say no, maybe
No,
we are at
no.
the same level, maybe not, maybe yes. But basically, we are all on the same track. So basically, only having good knowledge is not enough, but how to deliver yourself is also similarly important. So just
Yeah.
imagine when we used to be in the classes, okay, in the school, sorry, we used to say ना आज मैम का मूड बहुत खराब है आज पक्का मैम के साथ किसी का झगड़ा हुआ होगा. How we used to get to know that मैम का मूड आज खराब है? That means she don't have enough soft skills. Her emotions can be easily seen.
Yeah.
And I am
She
not,
can hide that her emotions.
yes, but over here I cannot do so. When I am working, हो ही सकता है मुझसे कोई जूनियर है मुझे 10 तरीका का 10 बात सवाल कर ले. I am getting disturbed during my job. So how do I reply? What is this? What's happening? I cannot reply like this. Or I cannot show my attitude later on. I'm busy now. If I am doing this, you can take it a guarantee. People are not going to like me. I will not be approachable by others. But if I tell the same thing in this manner, I can understand you have a lot of query, but the thing is, I am in middle of a very important work. So if I finish and then I can help you, can you wait till then? So indirectly, you're telling the person you're not going to be able to help him or her in
Right
that
now.
situation right now. Okay, so that is how I maintain myself. In the interview, I am nervous. Every one of us get nervous. Till now, if I am being sent for any interview, I will be nervous. You will also be nervous. Okay, but the only difference is we know how to hide our nervousness. But the students who will be going from here, the freshers, they don't. Either they're talking too
Basically, our
much.
students doesn't have this confidence.
Yes, either they're talking too much and fumbling, they're stammering, they're drinking water, they're sweating, they're wiping their sweat, they're doing like this with their hands, they're doing this, and you are totally evident that you are nervous. Okay? They
Okay, ma'am.
they learn by heart their introduction. Okay? The only thing is why do you need to learn your introduction of your own self by heart? And when you go and they ask you in the interview, tell me about yourself, and you just say that without any full stop, comma, any punctuation. Okay. And when it comes to the next question, maybe you're not aware of the question. What happens? The child starts fumbling. Okay, the student starts fumbling, not name as child, the student starts fumbling. So to get rid of or to overcome all those things, this is what we teach them in the business communications class. So we have, by teaching this business communication class, what we do, we follow few basic techniques. So I will quickly share the techniques with you. So these are our basic teaching techniques. Okay. That is effective delivery. We have discussed in the last class that how you should, you should engage your classroom. It should be interactive. I am saying that we are teaching here practical. Then
Yeah.
PTP class or soft skill class cannot be theoretical. You cannot open the book and read line to line and explain them in the PDP class. No, it is not done. Then your delivery is not effective, right? Your
Yes.
delivery should be totally practical. Okay, today what is your topic? Your topic is, for example, time management. Okay, so how do I
Okay.
start my classes? I will get inside the class and I will ask them that, can you tell me your schedule? What is your schedule, today's schedule? What happens, if your schedule gets disturbed? What do you do? Just imagine if you're working and you already have your set of work, suddenly an important work comes in. Then how do you think you will manage it? During your exam, how long do you study? And then how the other works you maintain at that time when you give so much, time to your studies. So talk to them about their schedules, and then you can come to this. That can anybody guess that what is our topic today? So our topic is, yes, time management. So whatever
Yeah.
there written in the book is just for your help to understand what to do in the class, what to discuss in the class, but not to read out in the class and explain it then and there. Right? So your class
Right.
could be more or less start with a hook, show them a video, make PPT, show them with PPTs, interaction, questioning round, discussion round, debate round, role plays. Your class should be filled with only these things. Not just you, it should not be like you are the teacher and you are only and only explaining them writing on the blackboard. No. That means in the business communication class, they are not getting enough opportunity to communicate.
Yeah.
But they need to communicate. Therefore, it is a business communication class. But in most of the cases, what happens, the teacher keeps on explaining and explaining. They don't need explanation. We are not doing any rocket science that they don't know, right? You go and
Right.
ask them that what is goal setting, they will be answering you. But they don't have that in-depth knowledge that how they should set their goal so that they can achieve success in their life. That I am going to teach them. But how do I teach them? Not verbally, through action, through role plays, through videos, through my PPTs, through discussions, through debates, right? So always set in your mind, you are not going to teach them the way it is used to be there in our school. Okay? Classroom management, of course, we know that if you take the classes like this, you will be able to manage your classes, right? Otherwise, you are taking the class and your student are like, okay, when the time is going to finish. Oh, so that means you're not being able to manage your class. Okay, over there inside the classroom, you are looking for the videos. Which videos to show? No, your class should be set from beforehand. You should be knowing that what you will be doing in the class, what topic you should be discussing with them, what activities you are going to do with them. Then only you can say you have well managed your class. Secondly, time management. You should not give too much time to any particular topic so that at the end of your class you have to rush. Okay? It is for the whole one batch, like 2, 3 topics. It is a 45 days class. Okay? And you have to finish all the topics, 11 topics within this 45 days. So that doesn't mean you will take, to complete 6 topics, you have taken already 30 days. And last 15 days is left where you have to complete 5 topics, and at that time you are rushing with them. Similarly, in the class, you started with the topic and you just went here and there while discussing. But the main topic was kept, untouched. And then at the end of the class, you are just, rushing through it. It should not be like that, right? When it comes to real world application, please give them role plays or activity or use examples which they can relate. Okay? If you then give them an interview, situation, they can relate. If you give them a workplace situation, they can relate. But they will not be able to relate if you give them a position of a manager and how a manager is dealing with it, because they are just freshers. They will not be
Yeah.
able to conclude, right? If you start how a shopkeeper should deal with their customers, they will not be able to assess it. So give them the topic or the examples or the role play that they can relate with their present situation or upcoming situation. Second is your appropriate tools. Now I can tell you what kind of tools you can use. You can use PPTs, you can use audios, you can use videos, chart paper, flip cards, different type of activity, and to if you need any prop to do the activity, so those activities also kind of your teaching tool. But where to use, for which topic you should use what tool is totally on you, right? So basically, if I take a non-verbal class, I will take it more on a practical side rather than showing them a video. But as per
Yeah.
your opinion, you can conclude that no, ma'am, to me, I think with the help of video, I can teach that better.
Basically, for non-verbal communication classes, I used to uh, start with a game like uh, s- telling film's name using actions.
Right. So something like this, they are getting engaged, Kuryokos. And I
Yeah,
need to understand, it should not that they should sit and they should listen. Because
yeah,
again and again,
that's
ICA only tells us one thing, we give them practical knowledge, not the
practical.
theoretical. So in computer application, if they are doing practical classes, Tally in a practical way, learning Excel in a practical way, then why PDP class is going to be a theoretical way, right?
Always we need to give them practical knowledge.
Yes, good for your course. You should always encourage doing it like that. Secondly, is your technology integration, like whether you are doing the PGP, showing the video, doing PPTs, and also obviously you are integrating technology with it. Assessment tool, I hope you remember. You have to, do you remember that if you get to see any ad, ओके कोई अगर ऐड करता है जिम का ऐड, अपना जिम का ऐड कैसे करेगा? पहले कोई मोटा आदमी दिखाएगा 100 किलो वजन का, उसके बाद एक पतला आदमी दिखाएगा जो रिड्यूस करके अभी 60 किलोज हो गया है, राइट? सो दिस बिफोर एंड आफ्टर इज हैव अ ह्यूज इम्पैक्ट ऑन अस. ओके,
Yeah.
हम लोग हमेशा बिफोर आफ्टर देखने की कोशिश करते हैं. एनी एड यू पिक अप, it's somehow related with before and after, whether it is Fair and Lovely ad, whether it is Adivasi hair oil, whether it is a shampoo, whether it's a cream, lotion, anything is this before and after effect. So similarly, you can take a pre-assessment and a post-assessment. Before starting the topic, you can take an assessment, okay? And after completing the topic, you can take another assessment where you can show them, see, before you used to know nothing. So your assessment marks is not good. But now you know so much. For example, you are teaching them how to make a PPT. So before telling how to make a PPT, just give them a random topic and tell them make your PPT, not much, 5 to 6 slides. Let me see what kind of PPT you make. And ask them to submit. Once they have done it, second, then after taking your class, now ask them to make a PPT again and then compare in the class. They will be able to understand their mistakes much better. And obviously, along with the pre and post assessment, you have to take the evaluation, right? So this
Right.
all that I believe we have done in the first day. So let us go to the next part, okay? That is, we all
Okay.
know that once your teaching part is over, what comes after that?
Once more, please.
After the teaching part is over, what comes
Okay.
after that? After
We
that,
can give.
when you have completed your course, your syllabus is
Okay.
complete, what comes after that?
We can give them trainings for interviews, like mock interview. Um, then we can help them to create their own email ticket part, interview, interview preparations like that.
So that means I can name it examination,
Okay.
right? Without
Yeah.
examination, we will not be able to understand how much our student have understood, right?
Yeah.
So
Right. Right.
therefore, we take two type of examination. One is your technical exam and another is your non-technical exam. Okay. So technical
Mm.
exam is basically of 30 marks and non-technical exam is of your 70 marks. Now, in your technical exam, we have mail writing. So you get
Yeah.
student gets two mail to write. Each mail is of 15 marks. Okay. So that means two mail is having 30 marks. This is their technical exam where it is expected they will be writing without any spelling or error, free with a proper salutation. Okay. And the mail should not be more than 100 to 200 words. The subject should not be more than 4 to 5. There have to be proper details in the mail. The content of the mail should have the proper details, and you know how do we end with proper thank you or sincerely, yours faithfully, your name, designation, name of the company, email ID, contact number, and all. So I will show you a sample that will help you to understand this more well. So this is my mail. Okay. So this is what we expect from our students to write. First of all, mail to whomever they are mailing to, they should know that they are putting a proper Gmail ID. Okay. A Gmail
Yeah.
ID cannot be like this, that kuriakos.gmail.com. Is it a correct ID?
No.
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 So Gmail spelling is J-E-E-M-E-L-E. Is it a correct Gmail
No.
spelling? No. So you have to make sure that all the IDs are correct what they are writing. If in the topic it is already given that, mark CC to so and so, then obviously in the letter they have to mark the CC. Okay, and they have to
Yeah.
also make it sure that the CC, whatever address they are putting, they have to be correct. But if it is not written in the CC to mark anybody, so they might mark, they cannot mark. Marks will not be deducted if they are not marked. But if they put, a mail ID in the CC, then they have to
Yeah.
make sure that it is correct,
Correct.
right? Similarly,
Yeah.
with the BCC, if it is in the topic, if it is written that mark BCC to so and so, then they will put. If it is not written, they might put, they not put. But if they are putting, then they have to make sure they have to write the correct mail ID. If they have put it and they have written a wrong mail ID, marks will be deducted.
Yeah.
तो वो लोग बोल नहीं सकते मैम लिखा तो नहीं था फिर भी हम लोग ने डाला फिर भी मार्क्स क्यों कट गया. So all these things will not be encouraged at that time. Okay. Secondly, in the subject, you have to make sure the first letter hota hai na for your course. If you see, they are all in capital. Okay. And the subject should not be more than 4 to 5 words. उससे ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. Okay. So if they get it all correct, then they are going to get 3 marks
Very
out
much.
of 15. Okay. Secondly, the whole format that is respected, sir. So if I know the person whom I'm mailing is a male person, then I can address him as sir. If I know it's a male, I can address her as madam. But if I don't know, it's only written, write the email to to the HR manager. Now I don't know whether the HR manager is a male or a female. So in that case, what I will write? Dear concern, right? So if it is a complaint letter or a sad letter, in the case somebody, somebody passed away and you are asking for leave. Okay, so in this kind of letter, we will not write greetings of the day. But
Yeah.
otherwise, we will write greetings of the day. So
Principle.
there have to be a proper introduction, a proper body, and a proper conclusion. So if in the topic it is already mentioned, write the letter in 50 words. So obviously in 50 words, the student will not be able to write a intro, a body, and a conclusion, right? So that means in that 50 words, the student has to write the necessary details. Okay, for example, a topic has been given to me that I have received a damage or I am taking a leave for 7 days because I am going to attend my sister's wedding. Okay, so now I am applying for my holiday. So if it is written that in 50 words I have to complete it, then it will be dear concern, greetings of the day. This is so and so. I will like to inform you that as I have to attend a family function, and this is very crucial for me. I have to take a leave for 7 days, and I will be highly obliged if you give me the approval of my for my leave. This is my 50 words का letter. But यही अगर कुछ भी mention नहीं हो, then I have to write 100 to 120 words. उससे ज्यादा नहीं. Okay? अगर कोई word limit mention नहीं किया हो, then I will write my letter. I will keep my letter within 100 to 120 words, जहाँ पे मुझे एक proper introduction देना पड़ेगा that I am so and so. I am writing this letter to apply for a 7 days leave, casual leave. In the second line, I will write, I would like to, this is for your information that I will be taking a leave from such and such date till such and such date, as I will be moving to my hometown because I have to attend my sister's wedding. And I will be rejoining from so and so date. हो गया? In the conclusion, I
Yeah.
will write that I will be highly grateful to you or obliged to you if you kindly accept my, leave, thanking you, then my rest of my signatory. So this is the difference between the 50 words and 100 to 120 words. Clear?
Yeah.
Now, thanking you in anticipation or thanking you कब लिखें? जब हम लोग ऐसा कोई रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, किसी से कुछ मांग रहे हैं, किसी को कोई इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं, right? So at that time we say thanking you in anticipation or just plain thanking you. But if I'm writing a complaint letter, right? कि
Yeah.
मुझे कोई पार्सल मिला है जो पार्सल पूरा डैमेज्ड है, तो तब क्या तुम लेटर में थैंकिंग यू लिखोगे? नहीं लिखोगे.
Right.
क्या लिखोगे? काइंडली डू द नीडफुल.
Yeah.
So you have to make your student understand when to write thanking you, when to write kindly do the needful. Right? उसके बाद
Yeah.
regards the name, designation and the name of the company. Designation or name of the company आप वही put करोगे which is related with your organization or you are sending to letter to any
Official
other
mail.
organization. Only official mails. But if you are writing a mail to the municipal corporation, will you put your designation and company name? Not required.
If it is a actually, if it is a official mail, then we should need to do that.
Yes, Studio Code. So it's only during the official mail. But if I am
Official
writing a
mails.
mail to the editor of any newspaper, that is
No
also a
need.
formal mail. That is also a
Yeah.
formal mail, right? But over there, I will not mention my designation and company name. Okay, so you have to make your student understand when to put the designation and the company name and when not to put. But email ID and contact number is something constant where you have to give everything.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Any confusion in this?
Nothing.
So in
Nothing.
this
Nothing.
full format, they are going to get 7 marks. And if there is no spelling or no grammatical error in the content part, then they get full 5 marks. So that is, if I calculate this 3 plus 7 plus 5, which is
Total 15 marks.
marks. Yes. So that is for one letter. Like this, they are going to receive 2 letters. So this is
Two
my
letters.
technical exam. Okay.
Yeah.
Now coming to the non-technical part. Okay. That is a 70 marks exam. So the first round is the HR round. Okay. That is 10 marks. Then we have PPT presentation, that is 20 marks, divided like 10 marks for format and 10 marks for delivery. Then resume writing, that is again for 10 marks. Okay. Video resume building, that is 15 marks. Naukri profile, that is for 5 marks. And dress code, that is for 10 marks. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I will start with the HR round. Now, in the HR round, okay, what do we do with the students? Simple, we take their vivas, it's just anyone will, do during the time of the interview. Okay, so that is, either the QAO of your center will take the viva, okay, or I am going to take the viva. Now, during the time of Viva, it has to be like about 4 to 5 questions we ask them, and that is all the interview skill develop the kind of a question like introduce yourself. Then we can ask them what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, why do you think I should hire you? Okay, how do you think of developing your or improving your weakness? Where do you want to see yourself after 5 years? If you have multiple, deadlines, then how do you prioritize your task? So all these interview-based questions, we ask them near about 4 to 5 questions. But the main thing is you have to practice it with them every day for your course. Now, if you see the interview skill topic is might be on the fifth or is our fifth or the sixth topic in the book. Okay. So if you think from then you will start the interview skills with them, then it will be late for them. So from the very first day of the class, keep practicing the interview skills. First, you ask them questions. Then ask each other to, question each other. Then, if possible, you call the, another faculty and ask them to question them. Arrange session, mock interview session with your CD. Arrange a separate mock session with other faculties or ex-students. So every day there should be 5 to 10 minutes devoted to this interview practice. This is a must. Okay. And secondly, किसी को कोई भी क्वेश्चन आंसर का पन्ना नहीं देना है. मैनी सेंटर्स ठीक है ये 20 सैंपल क्वेश्चन आंसर दे देते हैं बच्चों को, ठीक है, एंड आस्क देम कि इसे अच्छे से पढ़ो, कुछ ना कुछ तो कॉमन आ ही जाएगा. Never do that. Because what happens when as soon as you give them the question answers, they all mark it up. Now imagine this batch is going for an interview and all their answers are same. Do they think they will get selected?
No.
Only any one of them who will answer a little bit different from them will get selected then.
Yeah. Right.
So it is all what you can do. You can give them video links, you can give them YouTube links to go through, but never ever give them anything written question answers.
Yeah.
Okay? They have a habit of mugging things up and then vomiting it out. They will not apply their brain a little. You will not imagine when I sit for to take the Vivas, no, all their inputs are same. इतना सेम है कि बॉयज भी बोल के चले जा रहे हैं, आई माई हॉबी इज क्लासिकल डांसिंग. So just imagine the kind of marking up. They don't apply their brain कि ठीक है यहाँ पर मैम ने क्लासिकल डांसिंग लिखा है, मैं ये काट के बुक रीडिंग कर देता हूँ या साइकिलिंग कर देता हूँ या कुछ और कुछ कर देता हूँ. They are just marking thing up blindly. So don't give them. If you want, do practice. From day one, start interview practice with them till the last day. Arrange mock session, arrange session within the class itself. दूसरे बैच से और एक बैच का सेशन कराओ, एक दूसरे को बोलो अपना अपना इंटरव्यू लो, तुम खुद लो. Okay, so in this way,
Okay.
then during the time of Viva, and this is of 10 marks. Now comes our PPT part. Okay, so PPT basically tells them not to use any kind of uh, designer templates. Okay, no designer templates. Simple, pale background होना चाहिए, content black से होना चाहिए, heading blue से होना चाहिए. That's it. Whatever font they are using, that should be readable font. इधर एक फॉन्ट, उधर एक फॉन्ट, उधर फॉन्ट बड़ा हो गया, इधर फॉन्ट छोटा हो गया, कोई अलाइनमेंट नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. पीपीटी डज नॉट मीन कंटेंट कि गूगल से कॉपी पेस्ट क्या चिपका दिया, गूगल से कॉपी पेस्ट क्या चिपका दिया, बिल्कुल नहीं. पीपीटी इज मोर ऑन विजुअल्स, ऑन वीडियोस, okay, on you can say graphs, graphical presentations, data presentation, and content should be the least. और अगर कंटेंट दे भी रहे हो, then make sure that is in bullet points. Write in
Yeah,
bullet.
just as a supporting document.
Yes, just to support it, and then you explain it. Rather, you interact with your audience on that particular topic that you are saying. No lengthy passages or paragraphs should be there. Clear? So it should contain 8 to 10 slides. So that's it, and no designer template, no designer template. Background should be white or any pale color. That will do. Content should be of black and heading should be with blue. What they should not do, that in one single side too much of information. Then the slides look very dirty. Okay?
Yes.
No lengthy paragraph, no inconsistent formatting की पिक्चर यहाँ दे दिया, पिक्चर के नीचे अगर पिक्चर का कोई मैं लेबल देना चाहती हूँ तो वो यहाँ पे हट गया, इस साइड पे हट गया. तो वैसा नहीं होना चाहिए. इट शुड बी ऑल अलाइन. आई शुड नॉट यूज एनी काइंड ऑफ वर्ड और लैंग्वेज दैट विल नॉट बी अंडरस्टूड बाय एनीबॉडी. ओके, मैं सिंपल वर्ड्स और लैंग्वेज अपना रखूंगी. एंड जो थैंक यू स्लाइड होता है ना, लास्ट में हम लोग जो कंफ्यूजन के बाद थैंक यू स्लाइड लिखते हैं ना, सो मे बी द थैंक यू स्लाइड इज इन स्लाइड नंबर 10. तो उसको मैं कंटेंट में नहीं डालूंगी. कंटेंट मतलब जहां पे मैं लिखती हूँ इंट्रोडक्शन स्लाइड 1 and 2, importance in so and so slide number 3 and 4, benefits and so slide number 5 and 6 करके लास्ट में कंक्लूजन 7 8, और उसके बाद थैंक यू slide number 9. No, thank you should be there in the PPT, but you should not put it in the content part.
Agenda.
Understood? Now,
Yeah.
second part is the most important.